D&D Davison, LiveWeatherBlogs.com student meteorologist here, your overnight edition. We're looking at a severe weather outlook, which isn't very impressive actually for the next few days. The Davison risk factor, which will go into one day. We're going to go into a little more extensive tropical with Tropical Storm Danielle now and the newest Roanoke forecast. Taking a look here at live zoom radar, you see a few showers here in West Virginia. Most of the rain here in Connecticut, Bridgeport, also parts of Massachusetts. This is going to be a continuation. We're going to have a low develop around the coastline. This is going to feed some moisture back into Delaware Valley and parts of the DC area come tomorrow. And we actually will increase our chances here in the Roanoke Valley. We're going to have some patchy fog due to the moisture content in the atmosphere along the mountains here in the Roanoke Valley. Looking at severe weather, you can see we had a few reports down here in Louisiana, Arkansas, parts of Mississippi, Alabama, also down here near Salt Lake City, and a few out here near Idaho, one in Montana, and one in Wyoming. 42 total, one large high wind report. Taking a look at today's risk, mainly here, Nebraska, South Dakota, and Minnesota, and then along the Gulf Coast where that front is going to sit there. And into Tuesday, nothing really organized. Maybe a few areas still along the coast, and another area maybe starting up here in the Midwest. So the Davison risk factor, 35% on hail, 70 on wind, which is going to be your main threat, and 20% on tornadoes, staying isolated at best. Tropical update time, we have Tropical Storm Danielle. It's in the Cape Verde season. It's about almost halfway between the two sets of islands, Cape Verdes and the leewards and windwards. And we have Bermuda that's up here. Forecast track makes it a tropical storm, then turns it into a hurricane. The jury's still out whether one of these troughs that come across pick this up and kick it out before it gets to Bermuda, whether it gets closer to Bermuda, maybe skirts Bermuda, or even makes a westward turn. There's still some computer models showing that. Looking at our satellite image of it, pretty well defined now. Tropical Storm Danielle. It's getting some outflow here, which is looking a little healthier. We look at the water vapor image. It's a little discombobulated, but it'll get better act together. Upper level low here, and the trough digging into the east. This trough's going to miss the storm as it pushes to the west. Computer model data shows one computer model, the GFS, is pushing it way out, but the other ones are actually still keeping it 120 hours going towards Bermuda. So we have to keep an eye on that for sure. Taking a look at the intensity model forecasts are also up above 80 miles an hour. A lot of them are going to a Category 1 through Category 2 hurricane here. And if it gets above 115, it's Category 3, and IVCN model actually puts it as major hurricane. So something we definitely got to keep an eye on. Tropical Storm Frank, which is in the into Pacific Ocean. It's pretty much set to go into cooler waters and dissipate. You'll see that on the model intensity. You can see how everything goes down here on the model intensity. Satellite picture shows this. This is still pretty good. When it moves up to the west-northwest, it'll get into cooler body of water and it'll kill it off. Looking throughout the whole entire world, you can see there's also one out here not far from China that's going to go in that in that general direction. And we Tropical Storm Frank and Tropical Storm Danielle. Looking at is Tropical Storm Danielle, another wave coming off Africa, the cold front here in the east, and then Frank also out here. Frank, you can also see on this better. You can see upper level lows sitting in different areas here, and the dry air kicking into the east coast here. And you see where the troughs line up. Taking a look at Mediasat, you see some more waves coming off the African coast early next week. So this is Cape Verde season going into high effect. Taking a look at the forecast, AM fog, partly sunny, 84. Showers, 76. '86 partly sunny on Wednesday, 87 partly sunny on Thursday, and Friday 84, 50s, upper 50s and low 60s for your forecast. Well, this is D&D Davison, LiveWeatherBlogs.com for your overnight edition. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow or later today.